Raiders quarterback Derek Carr will throw at minicamp. Alongside Jerome Bettis, I am Jim Baskell. This a player that had an injury to his ring finger. So he also is a player that was the only rookie to start all 16 games a season ago. So he showed some signs. I suppose this isn't a significant injury because if it was, I'm sure at this early juncture of the offseason, they wouldn't have him throwing.
No, it's not a significant injury because they want to make sure he's ready for the long haul. So if there was any question about him being ready for the regular season, he would not be throwing right now. So not a major issue, but they do want to get him out on the football field. They want him to get acclimated to his new receivers. He got Amari Cooper this year in the draft, and he also got Michael Crabtree from across the bay.
True.
So they really want to get him acclimated to these new receivers, new weapons, so that now they can, get in tandem and become that 1-2 punch that they really want during the regular season.
Yeah, it's interesting because the Raiders kind of been in recent years, they've kind of been the punchline in the NFL. They haven't really fared well in the draft, but under Reggie McKenzie, they've kind of done a good job. They went defense last year. You mentioned Amari Cooper this year. It's another weapon for the young quarterback, and these young players can kind of grow together. How much do you suppose Cooper is going to make his job easier in the coming season?
He's going to make Carr's job a lot easier in the fact that he has a great catching radius. He's got
big hands.
Big hands. He jumps. He's got great speed. So he has the ability to get down the field in a hurry and really put a lot of pressure on defenses. So now what you have is a receiver that runs polished routes, also could be a deep threat. So he gives a lot of flexibility to the offense. And then when you have a guy like Michael Crabtree, a veteran guy on the other side, has the ability to run deep, but is going to be more of a possession guy in the middle of the field, great hands. He's going to be that guy that can kind of steady, the chains when they need to get that first down. Nice, tough guy. So I think Derek Carr has two really good weapons that he can build on, but the key is build on. That's why they got to have him in the OTAs. They want him to get comfortable throwing to these guys.
What they do on the field in the regular season and beyond, a lot of it has to do with what they're doing right now.
Yeah, and you've got a second-year quarterback. He still hasn't seen an awful lot. So the more reps he can get in there, the more opportunities he can get to see defenses, to throw against air, he's going to be a better quarterback. So you want him to get as much as you can get him without him getting hit. That's why they really believe it's imperative to get him on the field.
Despite the banged-up ring finger, Derek Carr again will throw at minicamp for the Raiders. Keep up with the latest NFL news by keeping locked to the NFL page right here on ESPN.com. For Jerome Bettis, I'm Jim Baskell.